Alright Pistons fans, so in today's video, I want to show you guys some audio clips from Troy Weaver, him speaking on this 2022 NBA draft class. A lot of good information in here, and we get a general idea of, what the franchise is thinking right now, what direction we are going in when it comes to this draft in particular. Now, I will say that the audio is a little bit hard to hear. This is not on my end. This is just the way that it was recorded. So if you do have headphones, please try to use them because it is hard to hear certain portions of the audio. But if you don't have headphones, just turn your volume up as loud as you can so you can hear this to its best possible ability. But before we continue, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal is 200 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I drop consistent Pistons content. Now play the intro.
Subscribe to Joe Polo 10.
Is the MVP.
Detroit basketball.
All right, so without further ado, I'm going to play all the audio clips for you guys, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of my opinion afterwards.
Yeah, we could pick 5 right now. We want to continue with the process, but if we had to pick today, yes, I feel comfortable that we could pick someone that we were happy with for sure.
Troy, you the broadcast tonight on ESPN, they really were profiling almost like a big 3 for this draft in terms of how they were kind of promoting everybody's got to get into the top 3. I know you just answered Wojo's question about not being in that, but do you view this as a need, obviously, to add some length and a big, and obviously 2 of the 3 guys they profiled were bigs? Does that have any effect on what you're going to do? And how are you viewing the rest of the guys maybe in that second tier?
No, I didn't see it as a big 3. I think there's tremendous players all along the board. Length. Everybody wants to add length and size. I think you can get in trouble when you reach for that. I think Portland, if they could draft again, they would draft Jordan over Bowie, who had length and size. So, no, we're going to pick the best player for us. Length, size, speed, it really doesn't matter. We pick the best player for the Pistons. So we're very comfortable with the guys that are all along the board in the lottery.
Not at all. Not at all. We got the number 1 pick last year. We fell to 5 this year. I love the board. I love the players that we'll have a chance to select from. So, no, Pistons fans shouldn't be disappointed. Look at last year. Those guys from Ford, Giddey was a tremendous player at 6. Suggs was a good player at 5. And the rookie of the year was at 4. So, no, we like the board, and we'll be ready to go on draft night. Yeah, that's the job. That's the world we live in. These guys are coming out young. They aren't playing sometimes a lot of basketball to be evaluated. But when they do play, you have to have those evaluations, and you have to do your background and make a good selection. But guys not playing for 6 months or whatever the case may be, you still got to do your work, and we'll do our work, and we'll be excited about that prospect and the rest of them that are on the board. I continue to say we need to add depth. If you look around the league, the teams that are still standing can withstand injuries. And last year we couldn't. We had some injuries, and we kind of fell off, and then we picked it back up after All-Star break because we were healthy. So we want to add depth to this team, quality players, quality individuals. I think that's the thing we're looking for most, to add a couple more good players to the team.
Okay, so Troy said a lot of information there, and I generally agree with most of the things that he said. And, out of all the things that he said in that, the biggest thing for me is when he mentioned last year's draft class, how at number 4, you had the rookie of the year. At number 5, you had Jalen Suggs. a good player. Number 6, Giddey had a tremendous season for the OKC Thunder. So out of everything that he said, you know, when he mentioned that, it really did stick home for me when it comes to the Pistons picking at 5 and us still being able to get a really good player, even though we're not in the top 3, because the mainstream media right now, they're making it seem like if you don't have Jabari, Chet, or Banchero, you're out of luck in this draft. And quite frankly, that's not true. And then I also like the fact that Troy said that the Pistons, you know, we are prepared to draft today if it was necessary, and that they've studied enough of these prospects to know who we will be selecting. Now, we still have to wait and see where things fall, because, you know, what if one of the players that we want gets taken in number 2 or number 3? You know, there will still be some variables in this draft, but it's good to know that the Pistons have a plan right now for the guy that we want. But that's basically everything. A lot of good stuff there from Troy. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 5K, and I'm out.